Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for the collective for Gemini, Sun and Rising Star sign. And this is a year in preview for 2020. So Gemini, we're going to pull a card for each month of the year. I have 3 decks in front of me, and let's see where my energy is being pulled towards. Which one? I couldn't choose which deck to use, so we've been doing it that way. And the tough tarot is calling your name, Gemini. So here we go. We'll put those to the side, and I will take 3 cards from the Women's Oracle deck for you for a woman's message, love message for the year 2020, and we'll finish up with a oracle card advice. Okay, so here we go, Gemini. Let's see what are the main energies you'll be dealing with for the upcoming year. And you can watch this message at any time throughout the year. You can come back to it, return to it. Yes, it may not resonate. If it doesn't, it's okay. I will keep uploading the weekly reading. Yeah, starting with the first one here. We're starting in July. Listen to this. Starting in January 1st. So we'll resume our weekly reading. But for this last week of December, we are doing a 2020 year in review. And we have a stack that just fell out, and that was a chariot on top. Just doing a little bit more shuffling for you, Gemini, on camera as usual, okay? Just got up reshuffle. Gemini, messages for Gemini. One more. Here we go. And this is the tough tarot, okay, guys? January, we have adjustment. Adjustment is the same as just the Justice card, Libra energy for you. There is a sense here. Look at how heavy that is, right? If you've been dealing with the legal system, if you've been dealing with things with karmic situation, or any situation where justice was at play here, there is a truth. Okay, the law is gonna come down here. Look at how big the sword is. It's taking the whole length of the card almost. At the sword in the middle. So it's like a decision is gonna be made in regards to a legal case if you are dealing with, and it's gonna be fair and just. Okay, this is a decision that's coming from the heavens. It's like major kind of energy here. Okay, and because on this deck in the tough tarot, excuse me, that justice card is called adjustment. That's going to also bring forth an adjustment, meaning when that justice takes place, when that justice is communicated for some of you, it's like there's gonna be an adjustment period. Okay, let's say if some of you, it's a divorce situation that you have been dealing with, like the divorce will be finalized in that month of January, and there's gonna be a major adjustment that you're gonna be pushed towards. Okay, and for some of you as well, there's gonna be, if there's a legal case you've been dealing with, there's the truth of the situation is gonna come out. Just like they say with every story, there is your side, the person's side, and there's a truth somewhere in the middle or somewhere. And the truth is what's gonna come out here. The truth, the clarity, that's that big sword. Okay, that's the fairness. Okay, that's what like when you have a case, you go into the court system, the whole idea of a trial is to get to the bottom line, to get to the truth of what actually happened, or as close to it where there is no doubt as to what happened. And I feel like for some of you, this is what's gonna come through here in January. And the number 8 is they're pulling my attention here to the number 8, and because that the number 8, we usually see that as the strength card and the Rider Waite. Here, the Justice card is the number 8, and that the 8 is, if house energy is Scorpionic energy, is energy of transformation, of death and rebirth. So it's gonna, when I say it's gonna be a major adjustment, it's gonna be a major adjustment that's gonna allow some major transformation to take place in your life. Okay, Gemini, and the colors on this card, we see a lot of we see green and blue, right? So this is something here that's going to affect you in regards to communication, and that's what is giving me major communication, okay? In regards to clarity, to the clarity in regards to in regards to it's something that has to do with the intellect as well for some of you. For some of you here, it's gonna really be I feel like it's not gonna be anything small. It's gonna be a major case that you guys are dealing with. And yes, for some of you, it may have to do with divorce, because green represents a heart chakra. There's a lot of blue here, but there's also a lot of green. So for some of you, Gemini, speak your truth. Hopefully you are in the right side of whatever it is, this case, this adjustment, this justice that's coming through. And for some of you, if it's merely a karmic situation, because the justice card talks about karmic situation, and we know in the number 8 it's not just about transformation, it's also do that infinity symbol if you lay it sideways. So for some of you, if it's a karmic situation that you've been dealing with, especially something that has been going through cycles and cycles, the truth is gonna come out. You're gonna get down to the bottom line, if you will. This is just January, and we're on like 6 minutes, Gemini. So this is like, so I feel like January is gonna set the tone for you for the rest of the year. Whatever happens here, that justice card is addressing for you, and I will take some clarification for you on that justice card, because I feel like whatever else is the fallout or is the adjustment, that's what follows through the rest of the year, the next 11 months. Okay, so let's go here. What we have for February, we have the 9 of, oh wow, okay, we have the 9 of disc, and that came out in reverse. And let's not forget, I do not shuffle my card in reverse. Yeah, and so I don't know how it came out in reverse, so it's supposed to come out in reverse for you, Gemini. So here we go. We have 9 of disc. This is the card of, it's actually called, wait, what is it called in here? It's called success. Oh, it was upside down, so I'm saying the 9 of disc, but it's actually the 6 of disc. I'm reading the number 6 upside down. So this is the 6 of disc, okay? And it's called success here. But it came out in reverse for you, Gemini. And the 6 of disc is the card of literally give and take, finding the balance in a situation, making sure that the give and take is balanced enough, that not one person is giving more and someone else is giving less, being fair, okay? Even if it's not a financial situation, even if it's in a relationship. So this is kind of like making sure things are balanced, making sure everyone is doing their fair share, okay? In regards to work or a relationship or whatever it may be. And here, having that 6 of pentacles coming in reverse is telling me there is a sense of unfairness, okay? So it's kind of like, for some of you, that justice that come out, you may feel like it wasn't being fair to you. You may feel like you were not on the side of success. You may feel like perhaps that you feel like the scales of justice were kind of like a little bit heavier on one side to the other party, not so much for you. It wasn't to your favor, whatever it is wherever it is that the final decision, the justice, whatever it is that trial, the bottom line, when it came out to be, you may feel like it was not to your favor, okay? There's a sense of like a power struggle here, okay? It's like if it's straight up, it's needing to find that balance, it's keeping things in balance. In reverse, I'm really getting here for some of you, Gemini, you're gonna be struggling with whatever that decision is, with whatever that karmic situation that's gonna be settled, that settlement that happens here in January. There's gonna be a point of like you're gonna wrestle with it, okay? It's not gonna come easily for you, okay? You're gonna feel a bit defensive. You're gonna feel a bit almost if you're not attacked, you're gonna feel almost like you didn't get like a fair process, a fair due, a fair shake in that situation, okay? Let's see what March have for you, Gemini. 8 of Wands. Eight of Wands. It's about fast moving energy. Eight of Wands also is for me is the remover of blockage card. Okay, it's fast, fast, fast. It's Mercury energy. Mercury in Sagittarius. We know Sagittarius is about travel. Is about expansion. Is a it's about wisdom and intellect. And here having this being a card of Mercury, the communication part here is very much pronounced. Okay, and for some of you, I feel like you're going to really go on an adventure. You're gonna go on a search for what is it that you're looking for, what it is that you want to focus your energy on. Okay, because the rainbow here is telling us happiness, right? It's under that heart of happiness. Wherever there was a storm, after the storm has passed, here comes, excuse me, here comes the rainbow. Here comes the rainbow to that comes usually comes out with the sunshine. And I like here in this Eight of Wands cards, the ones are not going all in one direction, right? It's creating a wheel, if you will. It's as if like you, Gemini, you're going to decide to create your own fortune. Okay, you're going to decide, okay, out of like those resources, out of those your passions, your creativity, you're going to create your own luck, if you will. And you will search far and wide. You will go to any corner and every corner of this known universe to make this happen, to search for that happiness, to find that happiness. Okay, and you will communicate, especially for those of you in regards to communication, and those of you that are like very much so engaged in social media. And let's say after that settlement, after that justice took place here, what happened in January, let's say that someone here, it was blasted, it's something that became public, for example, right? Let's say that was a public situation for you. You feel like it wasn't in your favor. You feel like you were caged in. You feel like perhaps some of you may have to pay out, some debt. You have to. Let's say you were in the wrong here, since you feel for some of you that justice was not that judgment was not favorable to you. You may feel kind of like there's a sense here you have to pay your dues. Okay, perhaps even if it's just legal fees for that other person, perhaps, even if it's like, let's say it was a custody or a divorce situation, let's say that person was gonna get a lot of money, more than you were willing to, more than you expected to dish out. And here I feel like for some of you that are like very active in social media, there may be you may be kind of like making your case right there in the open for everybody to hear. Okay, you may be putting it all out there in the open. Okay, that case happened here to the legal system. For some of you, you're going to kind of like battle your way through in the court of public opinion. Okay, this is March, we are on, Gemini, and here comes April. We are in April now, and then we have number 10. Number 10 of Cups, satiety, ultimate happiness. And this is what you're fighting for. Okay, you're fighting for your happiness. You're fighting for your wish fulfillment. You feel like something here, there's a karmic situation, there's a justice that took place here that was not completely fair to you, or at the very least you feel like whatever happens in January, you feel kind of like you lost a bit of the control that you had. That at the very least, with that Six of Disc in reverse. Okay, let's say you are not pulling your you are not pulling your weight, you are not giving enough. Like there's gonna be a redress situation here, and here you're going to basically relitigate this case in the court of public opinion, especially for those of you that are public figures, or for those of you that are very engaged in social media, that broadcast your life and your personal lives, especially to the public, friends, family, and the larger public here. Because here it's almost like you feel like your happiness is at stake, your wish fulfillment, your ultimate abundance is coming through. And look at how this light is coming. Like when it's laying like that, it's almost, I feel like when someone is on stage and the way the light kind of like weave against each other, like the show lights, that's what I'm getting here. So your public image here for some of you is very important to you, Gemini. How people see you, how people think of you, how you stand on that stage, how you seen on that stage, whether you're being seen in the proper light. So that's what you're fighting for at this point. It's almost like you're going to disregard whatever took place here so you can fight for that public image. Okay, and in May, Wow, major energy for you, the universe, completion, karmic. This is the karmic completion, okay? A completion of a karmic cycle, and this is May energy, and it's white underneath that justice card. Again, karma, karma, karma. This is how it starts for you, and it's not gonna be until May, after you've gone through that battle here. You start that battle, like almost like to defend yourself in the public space. This is when that this whole thing comes to an end. This is when like it actually completes itself, that cycle that you've been on. With the universe card, this is the Saturn energy, okay? With the justice card, and look, this person here, they're like in the middle of that opening. It's like it could be a room, it could be the like a vortex coming through from one dimension to another, from one universe to another, right? Are you there coming? Are you going? Every ending, there's a new beginning, right? If you're leaving that one opening, that means you're entering a new space here. So that's what's gonna happen for you, okay, Gemini? With number 21, with the world, this is a successful completion of a karmic cycle. And for some of you, you're gonna take basically the bull by the horn. That snake here, that's Kundalini energy. I feel like for some of you, you're gonna have a new you're gonna have a new awakening that's happened after you've gone through this whole process here. Whether you're gonna understand yourself in a different way, whether you're going to live your life in a different way, whether you're going to understand life in a different way, okay? There's gonna be a new cycle that starts for you, and this is like a major completion, major arcana in alignment with each other. This is gonna be like a whole, like the first part of the year, the first 5 months of the year. That's what you're gonna be dealing with, okay? And let's see, we have a new starting point now in June. Wheel of 6, the Fool. What I say for you? New starting point. Before I saw the card, the Fool. Here the completion happened with the universe. That's the last major arcana, number 21. And here we again, before I saw it, the card come out, here we have the Fool. Zero starting point. That's exactly what it's gonna be for you, Gemini. Do you see how do you see, like, right? This is how it works. This is how spirit communicate here. This is like basically on the nose and wet there. So this cycle ends in May, and in June you're ready. This is your season. This is your birthday, Gemini. End of May, beginning of June. This is Gemini season. You're gonna finish your cycle and start a new cycle. By your birthday time, you're gonna be almost like a new person. You're gonna be creating a new life for yourself. Some of you, it's gonna be in regards to career. You're gonna have a new career, okay? Some of you will have to travel, will have to relocate during this time, during this June season here. Some of you, it may be very well that you're starting a new relationship, or now you feel like, okay, you've really completed that cycle with that person. Like, you know, the divorce is closed. You have a new way of connecting, of relating, especially if there are children involved. Now you know you can start anew, okay? By May here at that completion, you feel like, okay, I can start dating again. I can start feeling like myself again at the very least, okay? And here we have number 4 of disc. Yes, yeah, for a lot of you, Gemini, this is in regards to work, okay? This is like starting a new year in June. Now we have power with the 4 of disc. Yes, sometimes this is the card of the miser, we call it, but what I'm getting for you here in July, month 7, this is gonna be you setting a new financial foundation for yourself, okay? Look at the 4 pillars here, okay? This is like solid. It's just, we're getting a aerial view of it from the top, like to see. It's almost like you approaching this new beginning from your higher mind, okay? This is not miser energy I'm getting here. This is someone who has gone through a certain awakening, who understand life, who understand their place in life, who understand what's important to them, who understand where they want to go. And you're looking at this from above. It's almost kind of like this almost look like an elevator shaft, if you will, right? You're looking at this going down or coming up, whatever you may be, whatever it may be for you. But this is like this is you truly understanding, like, okay, I'm gonna start from the bottom up with that full energy, and I'm gonna keep building. There's space to keep building, but the foundation is so important, and that's why I was seeing it like the foundational part of it, that part that's so close to the ground here. And I like all the orange in here. This is like sacral chakra energy, right? You know what you want, you know what you desire. You're going to focus on the things that are important to you, on the things that you truly want, and that's how you're gonna build up that foundation. That's how you're going to, like, and this is power. You're going to feel powerful about it, because for once you're really gonna follow what you really, really want. Not so much about, how you're being seen, or not so much about, like, public perception. You're really gonna follow your guts. You're really gonna follow your true desires. Okay, Gemini. And I like the word power here, and that's how you're gonna start feeling powerful, because you are working towards what you want. That's so important here, towards what you want, Gemini. And here we have August. Okay, and again, another four. This is the Four of Wands, completion. Like, those cycles are coming and going for you, Gemini. Like, I mean, it's only like right here in June that you start on that full journey, on that zero start point. You allow yourself that new beginning, and here you're already doing a new foundation financially, new foundation, new job, new career, new business, new creative project. Okay, creating your new financial power almost for yourself. Okay, and here we have the completion. Number Four of Wands. And look at this again, the same imagery here with the Fools. This is Venus in Aries energy. This is like abundance. Venus energy is about abundance. Okay, we're creating another wheel. This is another wheel image we have here, Gemini. Like that circle, like that you are going to, that sense of a wheel in motion that we see here. You are turning your own wheel of fortune. You are turning your own what you say, like the wheel of time as well, if you will. Like, there's only 4 wands here, but it looks like 8, because of the way they're like intercepting themselves. So you during this time, you're gonna be so powerful. You're going to be so driven. You're going to basically be able to multiply your earnings, right? You're going to be able to duplicate, right, that sense of power that you're setting into, of authority, that sense of for a lot of you, whatever it is that you're creating, that's how fast it's gonna happen for you. You have that, once you tap into your own power, into your desires, what you want, here it goes. It's complete, cycle complete, full circle moment for you. You realize that, okay, I've regained everything that perhaps you have lost. Okay, having to pay that karmic debt, having to pay to face justice at the beginning of the month. Here comes August. You have already regained everything. You've already doubled your gains, if you will. Okay, 4 becomes 8. This is also the honeymoon card. This is the card of setting a foundation at home, like a home base, like, like a family. Now this is the card of like, okay, now you have a new financial foundation. August comes, okay, now I really want to settle down. I really want to have the wife. I really want to have the kids. I really at least want to start planning for that. This is what you're going to be doing here. Okay, this is quite very interesting. This is going to be a powerful year for you, Gemini. And 2020 is a year of 4, by the way, about foundation, again, about the home. So for a lot of you, it is like you will be coming home, especially for those of you that have been away. You will be starting anew here. This is quite beautiful energy. Here we have September, and I'm showing you guys the cards before I even look at them. Here's the 9 of Gains that I thought I saw earlier. When I saw that 6 of gain, that 6 of disc for February, it was upside down and I was reading 9, but here comes the 9. It was meant to be in your reading. So that success that was upside down, whatever you lost, there is the gain. Okay, whatever was lost there in February, there is the gain. You gain it back. Okay, you get your abundance back. You're back on your feet, right there. That's just really good. That's what's that telling me, Gemini? Whatever happens here that knocked you off balance, that you have to pay for, you've learned that lesson. Okay, no matter how unfair it might have felt, you might have felt that it was fair. That's why you paid your dues, and that's why you can start anew again. Once you pay your dues, your karmic debt, you've put a successful end to that cycle. You learn the lessons that needed to be learned. You start over anew. Now everything that you want, you can start manifest, right? You can start focusing on the things that are important to you and the things that you want. And look how quickly that you materialize those wishes. Look how quickly you regain your footing here. Okay, now we're back again to gain. This is abundance. This is prosperity after hard work. And with the 9 of this, there's a sense of not just the sense of prosperity and having a sense of luxury, but it's also being able to enjoy it. Okay, and I feel like this is what you set up for yourself here in this summer month, starting in July, August. I'm sorry, starting in June here, July, August. So you were creating yourself that new financial foundation, that home base, that secure yourself like a nice home, like, to have someone to share it with. Now you can start enjoying it with that Nine of Disc. Okay, that's a big part of the Nine of Pentacles, which is called Nine of Disc in here, in this deck, in the Tough Tarot. It's you being able to enjoy that. So that's beautiful. And here we have the Six of Wands, success, the card of success, the card of victory, the Six of Wands. Yes, that's a one word here to describe the Six of Wands. It's victory, and it's victory after you've gone through some tough things. It's victory after you've gone through battle, right? In the Rider Waite, there's that image of this guy. It's usually in you see him coming into town, riding the horse, sitting so high on the horse, and there's like usually a whole community coming out to cheer them on with flags and flowers, like, So this is like someone like that victory that was won, that battle that has been won, wasn't just on a personal basis. That means like the whole community was affected by it and is gonna benefit through it. And here we see here like all these candles that are lighted, 6, 7, 9, like there's 6 ones, but there's 9 candles, 9 for the 9 gains that we have here for all these 9 months, previous 9 months of work that you've gone through. Okay, and here comes your victory on the 10th month, and the 9 candles representing all the trials that you've gone through, all the hard work that you've put through. This is just quite gorgeous, beautiful reading. And what I'm going to tell you as well, Gemini, the feeling I'm getting here very strongly for you is that this was supposed to happen. This is indeed a karmic cycle. This is indeed something, there are lessons you're supposed to learn to bring you to your power, to bring you back to who you are, to your true essence. Because the Fool is not just about new beginning. The Fool is also about tapping into that's the zero-sum game. That's the unknown. That's the ether and energy, right? If you're in the church, you will say that's like the Holy Spirit. That's the secret sauce. That's like the secret of the divine, the mysteries of the universe, right? That's the Fool. So it's kind of like you are able to tap into that, into your true essence, okay? And to understand what is important to you, the path that you want to live, the life that you want to live, okay? And all this started right here in June for you. It's as if at mid-year, around your birthday season, Gemini, you have a whole new year again starting. You're starting a whole new year. You push the reset button and you're starting a whole new calendar year, your own personal calendar year. And comes November, we have the Prince of Wands. Wow, passion. Look at that explosion here. Talking about taking the bull by the horn. Like, this is like, now you want to show off. You've gone through all this. You have the success. You're victorious. You've paid your fair dues. You were able to start over again. And now you can feel the victory. You've earned the scars, the battle scars. And you've also earned that abundance, those gains that are coming towards you. Now you want to ride into town, waging bulls, like with passion to show who you are. Now you have, it's not so much like you have what they call that, a wax to grind. I can't remember the expression, but it's almost like you want to show it. You want people to see you coming, Gemini. You're not gonna take it like, you're not gonna be meek about it. You're not going to be subtle about it. You're gonna come to town in style, for like horns blaring, like a smoke machine, fire blazing, like you coming, like you have something to show, like because you feel like you've proved yourself. You feel like you've proved yourself. You feel like you want everyone to know that I can do it. I did it. Now what? This is November, okay? The transformation is will here, okay? Will. And here we close the year with the I close the year with more fire energy for you, okay? We close the year with the 9 of Wands. This is the card of, they call it strength here. But a 9, we know 9s are completion as well. And on this deck, you have 2 9s at the bottom here. And by the way, the strength card, which is 9, is right underneath the 4 of Wands, which is the card of, they actually called it completion right here. Okay, the 4 of Wands, and that 9 is sitting right there underneath it. So the 9 of Wands, it's not just a card of strength, but it's also a card of understanding how to set boundaries. Okay, after we've gone through some stuff, we cannot go back to living the same life. We know now, Gemini, you're gonna know how to protect yourself. Not just you're gonna know, it's not like you didn't know before, but you have like a new way of living. You have a new way of communicating and connecting with people. You don't trust so easily. It's not because you're paranoid, but because you truly have learned your lesson. Okay, you're not about that life anymore. You're not about showing off anymore. You're not about just take or give over giving, and then later on just kind of like being feeling resentment afterwards. Whatever was your case, whatever was that imbalance here, okay, whatever was out of balance there, you've learned that lesson, and now you know how to protect yourself. You know when to let someone into your sunlight, when and when to show them your shadow self. Okay, that's what we're getting here. We see the moon here at the bottom, and we see the sun here. This is someone like you gain your strength. You know how to balance your own self out, and you know how to protect all of this that you've accomplished in that last 6 months of the year. Okay, so you're going to really be guarded, like cautious, but also still open, still allowing yourself to your light to shine through, but understanding who you want to shine your light with, understanding who you want to bring with you on this next path, we're on this next cycle, if you will. Who do you want to allow in, and who you want to keep a little distance from? I keep saying rules, so for some of you it may be your personal relationships were a big aspect of this, but it could be what as well. Like, okay, what do you give your energy to? What kind of work do you do? What kind of places do you frequent? What kind of things that you give your energy to? What kind of things that you shop? What kind of food do you eat? It could be any which things, but the whole point is, it's like you have gained a new sense of strength, and this is not the strength of a major arcana. This is strength, inner strength, that you yourself, from your own hard work, from the lessons that you have learned, that you're really making the best of them. Okay, this is quite a beautiful year ahead for you, Gemini, and I'm wishing you all the best. And look at this number 2 of Wands dominion, your choice, your path. You're gonna have to make that choice. This is the 2 of Wands here, at the bottom of the deck. Again, Aries energy here for you. This is Mars in Aries energy, not having no fear to go for what you want. And we see this is the 2 of Wands, but look how many here. This is the 2 main ones creating 4, and look at all this on the background. We have another 6 here, okay, creating 8. Like, again, that same 8 of Wands, that's almost the same imagery here that we see in the 8 of Wands, that will. So this is all this is about, knowing how to take whatever resources you have, what life has given you, to take it by making that choice, and to be able to multiply, to duplicate, to really make it go as far as it could go, using all your resources to the best of your ability, okay, and to make it work for you, creating your own path, creating your own luck. And look at this looks like all those little dots in the thing. It's almost looks like we're seeing the DNA, like studying a blood under a microscope here. Okay, so for some of you, it's very well maybe that you're trying to overcome your own inherent shortcoming, or your own inherent habits and ways and things that you've learned, things that have been passed down onto you. Okay, because this Mars energy, it's almost like through the year you're gonna learn to fight your own DNA, your own like natural instincts, if you will, okay, to create a new will, to create a new sense of luck, to create a new fortune, to create a new timeline for yourself. Okay, this is the energy that we're seeing here. And I said I was going to take a clarification, and we're going very long for you, Gemini, already, and I will. This is the Gilded Revelry. I want to take a clarification on that Justice card for you, because I feel like whatever it is, Gemini, it starts with that Justice card. What is that? What is the Justice card? Some clarification on the Justice card, or the Adjustment card here. It's called, for Gemini, Major Arcana number 8 on this Adjustment card for Gemini. Clarification on the Adjustment. What is the Justice that's going to come down for Gemini? What is that about? Okay, we have Flippers. This is 2. And at the bottom here we have, 8. The coffin. Again, what are we talking about here? Transformation, something. This is, again, remember, this is 8. The justice card here is major arcana number 8, not the 11 we used to see. This is at the bottom of the deck. This is 8. Transformation, transformation. This is really a karmic cycle. Something need to end to start anew. And this is number 23, the mice. The mice is, or the mouse, if you will. This is about something that's nagging at you. This is something that's taken away, that's being, and that's hence the imbalance. Okay, for some of you, whether it's you was taken away or someone else that was taken away, someone was chipping at you, whether it was at your self-confidence, at your resources, at your character, at your money, at your love and affection. They were taking for granted. They were taking and taking and taking and taking, depleting you. And that's been going on for a long time, right there under your nose, perhaps unsuspectedly. Okay, and this come out here with number 42. This is the compass. Find your way. Needing to find your way out of this. Okay, needing to find a way. This is number 42 that goes down to a 6, and this is number 23 that goes down to a 5, 5, 6. Like literally an evolution here from this, from giving too much, from being taking advantage of, taking something, taking, nagging at you, to walking away, finding your own true north, finding your own compass. Okay, and that's what this is about. For some of you, yes, that adjustment is an internal battle, and that's what I got from here, the card that's been at the bottom of the deck the whole time here. Okay, about your own inherent ways, your own almost like I'm getting a sense of DNA here. Someone fighting their own blood, their own instinct, right? So whatever it is that means for you, Gemini, whatever it is that was that negativity, that thing that was taking, whether it's you was doing or someone else doing it for you, or it's you your own ways, there is a big adjustment coming, and it's gonna be all for the best. Okay, and we are getting the woman's message for you. This is the Doreen Virtue Women's Oracle cards. Let's see what message we have for Gemini. A card already jumped out for you. It says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. The way your turnaround happens so quickly here in the summertime, I feel like, yes, this is the truth for some of you, but it's gonna take effort from you, Gemini. Okay, it's gonna take you to work on this, to work on that new foundation. It's not just gonna magically happen. And here we have religious factors. That's your second card. Your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. And again, that religious factors, it's not just about what religion are you, it's also about values. Okay, you and that person, what is the value system that you both live by? Okay, some people may believe that in the traditional values, especially in regards to relationship, like the man is the head of the household, the man, should be the providers, if you will. The man makes all the decision, and perhaps the other person does not believe in these traditional ways about relationship, if you will. So perhaps that person see relationship, or think of relationship to be a little bit more in a more modern way, that things should be more equal or more balance. Okay, as in we follow what's our strengths. We see what's that person's strength. You take care of this, I take care of that, we help each other out. So the religious factors are a major factor here in this relationship. So this is someone you knew, but it seems like I said, you're gonna have to work on this. There's gonna have to be some real serious conversation happening here between you and that person, so for you guys to bridge that gap. Okay, for you guys to be able to know, okay, this is what's important to me, and to have some compromise here. And third is the last card that jumped out for you, Gemini. So this is saying extend your light-hearted energy to others. So don't be too serious. Don't be too much in your head about this. Flirt in the middle of this, and trying to create that new foundation for yourself. Don't be too single-minded about it. Take a moment to really to flirt, to take that person on a date, to bring back the innocent feelings, okay, in that relationship, to bring the romance, okay, be romantic, court that person, give your relationship a chance. Look at them, they're like and trusted in that, in between that those angel wings. It's almost like they're sharing one set of wings, like talking about soulmate here. Work on your partnership. So especially for those of you, this is someone you've already known. Spirit is telling you to work on it. Don't give up on that. Even if though you guys have gone through some hard time, there is a transformation that's about to take place here, and that's in the summer month. And give your relationship a chance to work on it, okay, Gemini? And for some of you, yes, you need to compromise. No, you're not the same person. You share different value system, but you don't need to be a mirror image of your person for it to work, okay? If you truly love that person, you know who your person is, you know you've met them, everything in your body, in your spirit, in your soul is telling you this is your person. Okay, listen to them, hear them out, and most certainly be romantic. Play, date, flirt. This is the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. Let's get an advice card for you to close this out. Yours is the longest reading thus far. I hope I was not repeating myself too much, but I only relay the message as they come. I try to keep them short, but here we go. Spirit message, advice for Gemini for the year coming up, for the 2020. Advice for Gemini. Okay. Gaia. And at the bottom we have hope, love, and acceptance. And it says, love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Choose loving thoughts. Beautiful. Gaia, we have Mother Earth showing up for you, Gemini. Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. And I feel for some of you, Gemini, it's not so much you're going to come back to Earth. You're going to come back to you, your true essence. You're going to come back to what's important. You're going to come back to your home base, okay, wherever it is that you feel at home. For a lot of you, you're going to be reconnecting back to that place on this planet where you feel the most love, where you feel the most at home, okay? And you're also going to be more conscious of your fellow beings. You're going to be more sympathetic towards other people and their plight. You're going to be more conscious of the planet, all the different elements of the planet. It's like, you know, of the trees, or, you know, of like the food supplies, how the food you consume, where they come from, how they were, you know, cultivated, and all the rest. So some of you, it's almost like gonna be a real eye-opening for you. You're gonna go through that journey, and it's gonna be like, comes your birthday, it's gonna be like a new you. You're really going to be living more consciously, okay? This is your message, Gemini, for 2020, and I hope this brings you some clarity or resonate for some of you. If it does, you'd like to show support, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next set of reading. We resume our weekly reading at the beginning of January here, and until then, remember, only love is will. Bye.